can.
Okay. I wanted to ask you, are you in therapy?
Like individually,
Or like even with your spouse?
yeah, we're in marriage counseling.
That's really good. Have you ever experienced any depression?
No.
That's really good. Okay. How often do you get to spend time with your spouse?
I mean, before this manager position, we would spend, every Friday with each other. We got to eat, we go bowling, we go to movies, stuff like that. But since I've been, placed in this manager position, you would think that with me having more time and being able to come home a little earlier, he would appreciate that. The problem that lies with all of that is, as any management position, you do get an increase in pay. I was already making more than him with his job in mind, and that did make him feel a little type of way. But now that I'm making even more than he is, he's not really too fond of that. Because it's a God thing.
Yeah, causing tension.
Yeah, he feels like as the man, he should be bringing in the most money. He should be the top supporter in the house. I try to explain to him, it doesn't matter how much each of us is bringing in, because at the end of the day, both of those, they all equal up, like it all comes together. So it shouldn't matter. But
as long as y'all are in counseling, working through it, that's all that matters.
we're trying.
That's good.
What behavior changes? Is there anything specific that you've seen in him since?
Well, we haven't slept in the same bed in 3 months, and we get married in 3 months. So that's really the top one. We don't even act like we're about to get married in 3 months.
I wanted to ask, are you on any medications?
I was prescribed Celexa for my anxiety. I don't really take it. I mean, it doesn't do anything for me. And I found a fix to help with my anxiety that, probably isn't the best fix, but it gets the job done.
May I ask what the fix is?
I smoke weed. I do. It's real calming. I wouldn't necessarily say calming. I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
It makes me numb. I don't feel anything. So I feel like that's the best thing for me right now. It's just, not be able to feel. Because just emotional-wise, like, it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
It's a lot.
Do you drink?
I wasn't always a social drinker. I am now, since we've started having these problems. So.
Yeah.
Is that the only thing you take other than what's prescribed to you?
I've tried shrooms once. That's it. Just once though. It's about 2 weeks ago.
Have you ever had a mental breakdown?
Not yet, but the way y'all been asking me questions, I'm real close. I might have to spark up after I leave to keep myself safe.
Well, your health is important.
Yeah, I know.
And you gotta take care of yourself in order to take care of other people. So you have to do what's best for you.
I know it.
Are you unable to stop using marijuana when you want to?
I mean, I'm sure I could. Whenever my fiance decides to support me and not trying to put me down, get back and forth.
What if he doesn't? Do you see yourself just leaving him?
We've had the discussion, I mean, but it's hard because he's been all that I've known
Yeah.
for the past 5 years. I don't really have anyone else to turn to. I don't talk to my parents because they're not too fond of him. Don't have any siblings.
You have a best friend?
Girl,
You don't ever want to try to go out and be more social? You can always travel, make friends, and make memories. You don't get time for that.
You're absolutely right. I don't get time
No,
for
you
that.
don't. So don't waste it stressing yourself over things you can't control. There's someone out there that's gonna appreciate you the first time around. And a lot of men enjoy a hardworking woman. It's just nowadays a lot of people are bums, so you gotta be careful with that. You're doing great though. Just remember you're a priority to yourself. You gotta take care of yourself and know your limits, because we're all human.
I'm trying.
Yeah. All you can do is try. And don't force anything that's not meant to be.
It's just we've been together so long, you know, since freshman year of high school.
And it's love. It's love.
I do love him. I love him a lot. And I know he loves me. So, I mean, deep down, I feel like we can get through this, you know. If I figure out how to, you know, control my monetary indulgence and he learns to start supporting me.
Yeah.
I think we can definitely get over this, you know.
Exactly. And that's why y'all are in counseling together. So it's gonna help. I just have to keep trying. No relationship is perfect, but just imagine if y'all got over this hump, how amazing it would be at the end.
Because I do love him.
Yeah. And I'm sure he loves you too.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions regarding your relationship for screening? How often does your partner physically hurt you?
He doesn't.
He doesn't. So never.
He does not put his hands on me. He's like, no cuss, none of that.
Okay. How often does he insult or talk down to you?
It's not often. I mean, he has a few times, but it's not like every argument he talks down to me.
So would you say rarely, sometimes, fairly often?
Rarely.
Rarely.
Yeah.
How often does he threaten you with harm?
He does not.
How often does he scream or curse at you?
He doesn't.
Never.
Do y'all have, I'll let you go. Y'all have like little moments together, like before you got the management position, where y'all times would be great, and you notice, like, I know you say you notice the change, but does he still, you know, the little things matter. Does he still do that with you?
No, not really. He has not. Which is fine. I mean, hey, I'm making an excessive amount of money. I spend it on myself. You know, I like to buy shoes. I like to buy clothes, shop at Shein.
As you should.
You know, sometimes I go and hit the slots, try to double, triple our money. You know, that's what's weird for me is like I'm doing all this to try to increase our finances and he's not really appreciative of it. So I gotta do what I gotta do to make sure, you know, if I do ever decide to leave, you know, my funds are in the right bracket for me to do so.
Exactly. What you doing for yourself.
How strong were your urges in the past week to gamble, would you say? None, mild, moderate, severe?
Moderate, it's not even extreme. I don't think I have a problem.
Okay.
Do you like to go there when you're upset?
Yeah, it's a stress reliever. It does help with stress. And along with my other things that I do, going to the bar, you know, sparking up every now and then. Yeah.
During the past week, how many times did you experience the urge to gamble, would you say?
About 5 times, I believe.
Have you ever gambled like your bill money or your savings money?
Absolutely not.
Good.
I'm very responsible. Make sure everything is covered at the house. You know, I make sure I do my part, and that's what's also like bothering me. You know, he makes it seem like I'm using our money, well, my money, to go and do all these things and just neglecting my responsibilities. I've never done that. He's never seen me miss a bill. He's never seen me let the lights get cut off. None of that. So it's just baffling to me that, you know, I'm not allowed to go to the casino or go to the bar. Yeah.
Control.
Yeah.
And it makes you act out even more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, understandable. Just know your needs are important too.
Let him know that.
Sometimes they don't know till it's too late.
Absolutely right.
What else did I ask? Can't really think of anything else to ask.
How does your spouse,
Time.